not on a splurge challenge, how do you segment your music making time? I segment my music. What percentage is daily splurging versus discovery versus draft? Yes. So just so that everybody is clear, let's go over to Computer Cam. And I just want to show you the automatic music machine. So here we see the splurge column. Yep. And then here's the next phases. So that's the sketchbook where everything remains. That's the gold mine. And all of these are tracks. Yep. And here is the in progress phase of the machine. Yep. Discover, draft, and done. Okay. So I am spending, so this will oscillate depending on what phase I'm in. So for instance, when I'm actually doing a challenge, for instance, I'm doing a 100 splurge challenge, and I did foolishly say at the start of this challenge that I was going to do a 100 splurge challenge, and I'm already on day 3, and I haven't done very much. so I'm going to have to do some catching up if I'm going to do that. But anyway, because the last time I did a 100 splurge challenge, I wasn't live streaming my splurges, and obviously I'm spending a lot of time answering questions, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, anyway, I'll come back to later. So if I'm doing 100 splurges, I tend to just be splurging, obviously, because that's my focus. Yeah. So for instance, similar to what I told Gaetan, I'm just focusing on the idea generation part. What I find with doing a kind of challenge where you're getting yourself to do as much as possible, which is essentially pushing the speed button, big button called speed, and you're going, you know, wind in. If I had hair, you know, that kind of thing. That actually is training you in a very particular way. It is clarifying things in a very particular way, but it isn't what you always do. It's not the only thing we can do, but it's a wonderful thing to do. Colin Bradbury, the novelist, said, "In quickness comes truth." That in itself, never has a truer word been spoken. There is a truth to going fast. It strips away so much about what we think we are. It's a really great way of finding out about where we're at. Okay, so when I'm focusing on a challenge, I am just really splurging and nothing else, almost exclusively. Yeah. However, in the normal course of making music, what I'm tending to do is one splurge a day, which can take me anything from 10 minutes to half an hour is usually the maximum, unless something, you know, I get completely into flow and just finish something, which sometimes happens. Is, you know, 5 minutes to half an hour, and then the rest of the time that I have, which sometimes isn't any more than half an hour or even 5 minutes with my life, with the rest of the time that I have, I am working in discover, draft, and done. Okay, so sometimes that's 4 hours a day. If I'm really super lucky, I do try and reserve a swathe of time on my Saturdays for a day like that. But usually I'm snatching little sessions here and there between coaching sessions, between a meeting, between having to, you know, write an email or, you know, create a video or do a live stream. You know, I'm just snatching little sessions. You know, sometimes I'll just open up a draft track and do one of the things on my list of things to do, and then I will export it, and then I'll go and do whatever else I have to do, you know, look after the kids, homeschool the kids, whatever it is that I'm doing. But when I'm not in a challenge, majority of my time is in discover, draft, and done.